my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. To go to breathe. Cannot breathe. To go to bed. Cannot see. To go to bed. Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Det går iväg. I cannot breathe. Jag cannot see. Inte cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. När jag du går iväg. Cannot see. Du går iväg. Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed.
Yeah! What up, everybody? How we doing? How we living? Wow, we've got a show lined up for you guys, and as always, Spick and Span fashion. I'm your host, Ryan Greenspan, waiting on your other host, Kyle Spicka. We are prepping some pretty rad stuff here for you guys. Major giveaways.
What up?
There he is. There he is. Hold on, let me move this logo up to the top corner because we got magic here in the house. Want to give a huge, massive shout out to everybody who has been here waiting. You guys obviously are here for this epic production, this great show, amazing giveaways, but you're also here because you know that there's going to be a Hormesis drop today. Mm-hmm. So we're going to wait for Alex Frazier to join us for that. He's going to give you guys a special secret code that he didn't even tell me, probably because he knows that we always drop the news. You know what I mean? We tend to spill the beans before it's really out in the open. You know what I mean?
Like when I blew that last trivia.
Like when he blew the trivia
You're like,
for a headband.
So Alex just had a new son, Sebastian.
Yeah. And then also, I said that we're going to do a huge giveaway when we hit 200 members, and we blew past the 200 members. So
What are we at? What are we at?
we're at, I think, 208, maybe 205. They keep pouring in here. So I want to thank you guys for the tremendous support. As soon as you join, I get a little, well, I don't get a notification, but this thing pops up over here. And I put your name on a wheel, and we spin that sucker. I spun it twice already and notified. We had 2 winners just because you guys were already waiting. I wanted to make sure we weren't waiting. Tabletop Squires and Cranking Invasive are going to win a little Spick and Span Show bracelet. This came from Island Designs. James from Island Designs, what up? You got your own emoji finally. So thank you, and you're welcome. Thank you for everything that you're doing for us, for paintball, for the Play the Game guys, for the Iron Kids project, for Hormesis, for Ryan and Kyle, for everything. Also, we just got one of the winners of the extra large Ryan Greenspan shirt. He said, you know what? It's not going to fit me. And rather than me re-gift it, I want to re-gift it to one of the other guys. So,
Wow, there we go.
So, yeah. So, we are going to go ahead and give that out to one of the other Mega Super Support status members. To join, to become a member of the show, all you got to do is subscribe and join the channel. You guys can join any way, shape, or form. Any support helps and is greatly appreciated. And we give away, like I said, tons and tons of stuff. Lavina Paintball just hooked it up. A package came today. I opened it up. There's a $25 gift card in there, so someone's going to win that. In our history of giveaways, you know, we've given away, shout out to Jacob and Ryan Knott. Yeah, you guys get an air horn. We've gone just on the big stuff. Jackets, 2 pairs of pants, 5 hats, a bunch of goggles, about 5 pairs of goggles. And speaking of goggles, a Push just hooked it up. HK Army hooked it up. And I believe we're going to have Quinn Nadu from paintball.com hooking it up next week for a pair of SLR goggles. So all sorts of great epic things. I've been trying to keep like a list of what goes on and who wins what, so I can always hit everybody up. But I'm gonna get that full list so we can like tally everything up and really hit you guys big. Also, I'm just looking around back here. I'm gonna open this sucker up right now. Blue Black Dynasty Barrel Kit. This is an AccuLock kit that came in. Yosh Rao packaged this with his own hands. This is the AccuLock Barrel Kit. We're gonna give one of these away.
That's nice. I don't even think I've seen it fully.
No, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Wow. You're like, wow, you guys made that.
Looks
huh?
good. Like,
you guys got your shit
right
together. Huh? You guys
now.
got your shit together.
Yeah.
So this is the new Dynasty AccuLock Barrel Kit that just came out. You get the barrel condom.
Oh, so that's why I haven't seen it. It's new.
Well, we have other AccuLock kits that look very similar to this. These are just the Dynasty ones with the rings and like, yeah. But all of our barrel kits come beautifully presented like this. Yeah. It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. We got the Kyle Spicka Impact Bump.
Yeah.
There you go. If you want one, we'll sponsor you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you in there. We'll get you in there.
See what Planet Eclipse.
See what
or Carbon would both have to say. Yeah. Should be fine with it. I'm sure.
We're gonna give one of these away, possibly on this show, possibly on the next show. I'm gonna decide. It's gonna be a very fluid type of thing, but we just trust me. We got a ton of stuff, and if you guys want to know what it looks like when we spin the wheel, because I do have to give away that shirt. I'm gonna show you what that looks like here in a second. Also, Kyle is working on a very good, nice, killer graphic there for the
for our AllStar Game. I don't know why that came
hard
out
for you to
funny.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for our AllStar Picks. So we did talk about that last week, that we wanted to do a pick for the AllStar crew, and
I added a nice since it's the time of the year. I added this too because I think that would really show the test.
best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So race to 7 or
seven. Best out of 7.
Okay.
Games, matches.
Matches. Oh,
It
so
would be
because we're
an
talking
event.
about like an
This would be
NBA,
an
this would be
event.
like an event.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That would be pretty sick. Kyle Clayton, shout out. So I'm going to put Kyle Clayton's name here on this other list. I'm just going to go ahead and spin this wheel. This is going to be for the T-shirt really quick, just so you guys, get an idea of what things look like. Yeah, like I said, I just want to make sure that everybody gets an idea. Let's see here. If I can actually open this thing up. Yep. Open this up. And, well, maybe not. We got a new computer also, which is actually really big news. So that's exciting. So shout out. Now, the donor who wishes not to be shared. His name's Anonymous donor. So those of you guys who've been loyal fans and supporters of the show, you know that we have some internet connection problems. Sloan poured a glass of water on my computer one time. That was interesting. But
Look, there's a commercial on the show.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. We're moving on up, guys. We are moving on up. So our last computer wasn't performing at peak performance, I guess you could say. and so we're hooked up right now. We are upgraded substantially from the last one. And now we're stoked.
Big thanks for that.
I'm not sure actually even how to add this other screen here, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna spin the wheel anyway.
Oh, so you're having a little trouble here?
Well, usually you can flip over to the other screen, but I don't know how you do that on this computer. So I'm just gonna announce that Jeremy Garcia, old Cherry Garcia.
You can probably turn it so you guys.
There's wires everywhere.
All
We'll
right.
get it. We'll just don't.
I'll take a photo here so you guys
don't play games with that. But Jeremy Garcia is getting the shirt. So congratulations, Mr. Jeremy Garcia.
There you go. You can see it there.
Gotta hold it a little.
Little slanted. It's there.
Jeremy Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we will we'll work on that. We'll work on those technical difficulties here in a minute. So what we also want to talk about is I am packing my bags right now. And tonight I fly out to Boston. Tomorrow you fly out to Boston. I got my sleeping bag. I've got my bug spray. And
I forgot about bug spray.
Don't sleep on the bug spray. Rusty Glaze texted me and said, hey, what do we need to bring out to the summer camp? So the BKI Summer Camp starts on Wednesday afternoon. I know a couple of you guys who are sitting in there are going to be joining us out there. So so we want to thank you in advance for signing up for that. Appreciate all that. Bring a coat. Yeah, it's been a little cold, and it has been raining slightly. So, oh my God!
Someone saw us on Get a Clue.
Mechanical Evolution. We need to talk to you about that. How did we do?
We didn't even get to watch it.
Yeah, we haven't even seen that show. So we were on a
we
game
didn't
show.
care to watch it because
Yeah.
you know the outcome. So
Yeah.
we would have made sure we got it for you guys.
Spoiler alert: we did not win. We did not win.
We were up against these girls that were in, I think, like a encyclopedia book club. That's the type of book club. These girls were on it, and they destroyed us.
It was kind of embarrassing. They asked us to go back on, and I was like, I don't want to go back on. I'm not going on there.
The girl would be like, water, and then the other would be like, the Titanic.
Yeah.
Just they knew they were too good. Maybe we were bamboozled.
It has bubbles. Perrier, that's the one.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So,
no, remember there was a question. It was like an old. It was like a battle
Oh yeah, like
and,
Charlemagne
the
or
Civil
something
War,
like that. Yeah, like the 1442, like the French Revolution or something like that.
The Redcoats won.
Yeah, and she gave some obscure, obviously clearly not obscure, because they hit it. And it was
She's
like bonus points.
Chapter 12 of the book we read 3 months ago. I was like, how does she know that?
We couldn't even get like steak.
Yeah, no.
I gave Planters peanuts as a clue. I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. I was like the classic character on the most famous nuts, and he has a monocle. He's a peanut, and they're like, what does that mean? And I was like, Planters peanut. So anyway, it was so sad. It was sad.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm sad. I was sad. William Turner, we're gonna cross our fingers for you that you get one of these headbands. Also, I know Alex wants everybody to be a winner of these headbands. But that's the beauty of the headbands, is they're very limited. So unfortunately, you got to be quick. I heard it's like an Apple Pay thing versus a Samsung Pay thing, versus like if you have to enter your information in, that card is gone. So you guys want to make sure you guys are ready to rock with the payment processing thing. Make sure you don't have any soot on your face. You're not wearing sunglasses and one of those fake noses when you go to do the facial recognition when you click buy. Definitely don't be wearing a Halloween costume when you're trying to get a Hormesis drop, because your payment will not go through fast enough. Will not go through fast enough. You don't have oil on your thumbs when you're trying to do the thumb sit print if you still got one of those Google phones. I think that's how they still operate. They don't have facial recognition. I don't know. Like Nick Sloviak.
I think you have to open it.
Like Nick Sloviak has to open it up. He has to like type in something. Yeah. He has to copy it from a notepad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get the text messages in green. So we feel for some of you guys out there.
The green bubbles.
The green bubbles.
Cringeworthy.
So yeah, we're going to the summer camp. We got a bunch of stuff going on that's pretty exciting about the summer camp. Michael Carmen, like an executive high-end chef, is there. So we get I saw the menu, the tentative menu today, and I'm most excited for the beet salad. Beet salad is always is night one. He hits it home right there, and that's one of my favorite meals at the camp.
Did you read all of them, or did you just read like a couple?
I think I read all of them.
You
saw breakfast burritos. Yeah, breakfast burritos.
You do love
we get
food
prime
a lot. Yeah.
I was pretty hungry also because I didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. Yeah.
I was gonna write for you guys tomorrow, just by yourselves, maybe PVC pipe pasta.
Yeah, that's Anthony. That's when Anthony's cooks.
Special.
Good thing that Anthony Vitale isn't the chef for the weekend, because then you're gonna be getting
pasta and then peanut butter sandwiches and then back to pasta.
No jelly. Yeah.
Maybe apple.
1 can of sauce.
And then if you're lucky, maybe Chipotle one day.
After the whip is like tethered.
Yeah.
And it's all tattered and you can't hit you any harder.
Yeah.
Then you might get some Chipotle.
We did Sloppy Joe's one day, I think.
Again, that's one of those things that I actually love Sloppy Joe's. That was like a treat when I was a kid. I love Sloppy Joe's.
I mean, I don't think people. I don't know.
It's underestimated. It's it's one of those things. It's one of those things that
I don't think you can not like Sloppy Joe's. I mean, maybe, but
if you're a vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's a exception there.
And then I don't know what our activity is. Every year we do one like out of kind of the area activities. But I don't know what that's going to be this year. I should have asked him about that. Maybe I'll get a text message from Lori while this is going.
Because he couldn't do anything last year.
No.
Yeah.
What did we do last year?
Well, there was just all the restrictions.
Yeah. But we've done things like baseball games. We did the duck tour 1 year, the tour of Boston, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they always have something really cool that we have that's going on out there. I suggested for last year what would be cool is have like one of those, bring in one of those big pizza kilns and have like a chef come in and you build your own pizzas.
Oh,
that last year during COVID wasn't the smartest thing for interaction wise, but maybe we're gonna do that this year. I was really crossing my fingers. I again like food, so that was one of the cool things that's gonna be going down. So that was on the top of my list for that. And then we're actually supposed to talk about the ICC AllStar Picks that Alex Fragi and Ryan Moorhead did, but Go Sports couldn't get the graphics up, and Maddie said he would kill me if I told everybody who was on the rosters. So he said, whatever you do, don't tell anybody that that I'm on one of the teams. Ah, shit. But Alex has the rosters and the list, and we'll try to pry it out of him, and he'll get in trouble too. But no one can really get mad at Alex. That's just the truth.
I'm awake, you fools. What are you yelling at me, Alex?
Yeah, Alex is.
I'm working on a pristine. I don't know what you call it. Graphic, I guess.
Graphic.
Here,
We're gonna put a graphic up on the screen here, and yeah, Loyal Blue Fox put in a good point there. Let's jam that like button. Usually I have a little subscribe thing down here, but I forgot to put it in here, so whatever. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. The WCPPL is also happening this weekend, so we apologize in advance for all the teams that we were going to coach that we're not going to be able to coach. I'm missing out on the Savage guys, but I got Nikki from the Ironmen to coach them, so they are in a good home. We had practice this weekend. It went really well, actually, and the guys are looking really good. And they hadn't worked that hard, I can tell, in a long time. It was actually really funny. If you guys watched my story from yesterday and jumped on and watched the little 2-on-2 drill, got a little glimpse of what we're gonna do at the summer camp. I'm really in like the mood lately of getting guys to like shoot each other from up close. I don't know what it is. I think it's an Alex Fragi thing. I think it's ever since World Cup.
Yeah, you do like that. That was like one of the first shows you wanted to do with those Knights guys in New Hampshire, and I was like, maybe not want to start with this. And
don't scare them off right away.
Yeah.
It's good to get it out of your system, you know.
But I do like it because then, a lot of people might have, uneasy nerves.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, and then like, oh, this is not that bad. I just got shot like 15 times and I'm fine.
Yeah, and then you make them rotate all the way down, so they have to. The last guy that's on the rotation has to play 4 in a row, and he is he's either really, really confident or he's gotten some lumps. But regardless, you get it out of your system. And that's something that we pushed on the BKI platform a lot is a bunch of these 2-on-2 warm-up drills. But in particular, this one where you rotate down and you're in the gauntlet. It also, especially if you recreate it in the center, which is what I did yesterday, is it gets you guys it gets everybody in an uncomfortable position. Because again, that's another thing about it is a lot of guys are like, I'm not a center guy. Well, I'm not a center guy either, but I played pretty well at World Cup, regardless of that being my spot or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something you always want to take account of is where you are, where you play, and what position may or may not be your best spot. So yeah, that's that.
Frankie Silva really wants you to shout him out. Maybe you can even give him an air horn, but that's what the show's about. It's about you guys. So of course, we're happy to give shout outs.
Yeah.
So you can give the air horn.
I just got the air horn. You can do it too. It's a space bar right here. It's like the hotkey.
I thought it was like Z or X. That was like on Craig's DJ.
I know. I just the biggest one. That's like the only hotkey we have. So I just have it the closest and the biggest one. So my fingers,
that's fair.
My fingers just don't match the keypad. I think I can start the music and redo the music. Oh, Jack Bolton, I am sorry it is 12:30 a.m. in the UK right now. Thank you for staying up on a Monday night. I hope it's not a school night or a work night, but you're gonna be up for a little bit longer. So let's see here. Steven Snow, do you guys ever mess with your classic old autocockers and automags and stuff for fun? Actually, that's a really good question. I do have a free flow autococker and I used it last weekend. Not yesterday or the day before, but the weekend before that. I was out at the local paintball field playing some walk-ons. It's always nice to kind of boost your boost yourself up. You go putting jeans on, put a hoodie on, and go bonus ball a bunch of walk-ons, right?
My Felons guys actually wanted me. They were like, "Why don't you play?" And I was like, "Do you guys want me to?" Like with you guys, because it was just us at the end of the day, doing 5-on-5s. And I was like, "If you guys want, am I allowed? I can." But they closed the field right as I fully got geared up and moved my gun and everything. Yeah.
Oh, and, you were lubing your gun.
I had to,
Lube,
I had to get ready.
the gun was lubed.
Well, I haven't played since the tournament.
Oh, you guys are gonna get it. All right, here we come. I'm getting ready.
Well, I told him it takes
bolt.
me a really long time to get ready.
Yeah, it does.
So I'll sit over here and keep talking paintball with you guys, but it's gonna take me like 30 minutes to get ready.
And actually, speaking of, you know who is the complete polar opposite of you for getting ready? Alex Frazier.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll be standing there with his sweatpants with a coffee in his hands, and we're like, I've already got my pants on, and then I turn around, I look over, and he's either in his chonies, his Mickey Mouse chonies, or and then you're like, why is he in his underwear right now? And then all of a sudden he's got his gear on. He doesn't even tie his shoes. His shoes are already tied. You know, like when you slip your shoes on because you don't have anything important to do, and so you go out there.
Yeah.
So Alex's shoes are always like that. His cleats, the whole deal. He just slips them on. Like he doesn't even tighten them.
I'm the late guy on my team.
Yeah.
That's become the...
Yeah, you're also the late guy for the
I
show.
am here. Yeah, actually, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's all coming together right now. The Jeremy Psalm HB drop embroidered. Will there be a couple trees? So actually, Corey S., I do want to answer that question about ICC, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit in a bit here. I actually don't know. Let's see. Our 5-man team is going to be Arturo. Let's see. Rodney, Glenn, Tyler Michaud, possibly Andy Kopcock, and I don't know if Grayson Gladstone's going to be there or Roy Richards is going to be there that day. But and Davey Williamson. So those are going to be the five guys out there for the ICC. Did you draw us in this one? And then assuming that
Did I overhear Rodney, who was just here, asking you for the bunker names, by the way?
Yes. So Rodney flew out to. So Rodney.
I thought I heard that.
Rodney Squires does not mess
chuckled.
around. Yeah, does not mess around with preparation. Rodney, the repairman Squires, he flew out to Pittsburgh to play the fields, to practice the fields. He flew out to Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah, last week or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. So he was out in Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago practicing the ICC 10-man fields and walking the fields. So he drew a detailed map of all the fields. He got some drone footage as well. And then he messaged the field layout to everybody. And then he showed up today at the house because I had to give the guys some gear.
Yeah.
So he got a new pair of SLR goggles. He got a pack. You know, some of the sponsored stuff. And he had a clipboard with him, and he was like, hey, let's go over the bunker names. I was like, hey, man, you texted him to me. I'll hit him on my iPad on the flight tonight. You know, and he goes, wow, I'm kind of old school. Can you just draw them out for me, and we'll go over some of the lanes? And I go, no. Sorry, no. Not right now. I got a show to do. Rodney, we'll get that stuff going a little bit later, my man. I'm sorry.
People really want the Spick and Span versus Play the Game 2v2. We might have to.
Oh yeah.
We might have to get that set up one of these days.
Where do you think we can do that?
Maybe Camp Pendleton.
Well, we'd have to do it at an event because Tyler doesn't live up here anymore. Just kind of have to be like a luck of the draw that he was here.
Yeah.
That is good. I like that. Who do you guys think?
Mr. H is the host.
With Mr. H as the host, or do we have to have like another? Yeah, I guess it would be Mr. H. I would say also it could be Dizon Docs.
Oh, that would.
We should do the battle of the media crew or the social media crew.
There we go.
The content creators. Battle of the content creators. PTG, and then it would be
brought to you by
Dizon Docs. Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're talking, and we'll coin duel it. Hey, look at that, Al. Jay Stu, I'm not sure.
Here.
The loser has to quit social media permanently. I'm just going to go ahead and give up a silver coin or a gold coin for that.
I feel like I would be okay with that. Tyler might be okay. You and Marcelo, I don't know. Give up social media.
Oh, you'd give up social media?
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Tinder and Hinge and Bumble are also social media.
Anything on Instagram.
You don't?
Rarely, no.
You just posted something else on there.
Yeah, because I don't post anything, and I know I need to post them.
Okay.
You're like 10 to 1 on my post.
Maybe, possibly, probably, yeah. So that's a good point. Richard Cologne, what do you mean? Who is Maddie playing with? Oh, J Stu, social media also includes stock Discord servers.
That does not count as social media.
Yes, it does.
That's informational services. I don't pay for Instagram.
Oh, okay. You got you there, J Stu. That's a first. That's a first.
Oh yeah, he did say that includes it.
And so speaking of silver coins, I actually do have a G2 giveaway for a silver coin. So G2, Victor Gamboa and Rusty Glaze run G2, and he is giving away all sorts of stuff. So we got a silver coin, and actually I've been saying I'm going to give away this jacket for a long time, and I keep forgetting every week. So don't let me forget to give away the jacket. So we'll do a silver coin and a jacket today on the show. Also, Vic did let me know that that there's that big prize, and it might be a plane ticket to World Cup if you guys are following at Gamboa Limited. So maybe there's a possibility that if you're following him and we get to 2,000 likes, he's gonna pick a winner, and they might hypothetically, possibly win something along the lines of a huge prize, like a flight to a major event or something.
I mean,
like
I think there's enough people in here. If you're
Yeah.
not already following G2 Paintball,
Thank you, Kevin Yantosh. I will not forget about the jacket. So the G2 giveaway is going to be a silver coin and a jacket plus. I wrote jacket twice today. So make sure you guys are following at Gamboa Limited. Let's check. Let's see if the Spick and Span bump gets him up where he needs to be. And you guys are going to win something big time. So he's at 1785. 1788. Good job, you guys. Whoever the last three of you
yeah,
were.
I guarantee you,
1789. They're piling in right
good
now.
percentage of these people.
Oh, it's
in
all
here.
on Instagram. Sorry, on Instagram.
Social media.
Which is social media. Social media.
Someone said we could add and Dizon in a 3-way 2v2.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, now we're
And if we find two other people, you know how we win this? We stack the cards. We get Marky and one other person to be on the fourth corner, and then you're almost guaranteed not to lose.
I like that.
Increase your odds. A 4-corner 2-on-2.
Well, that's
and you make
that's
allegiances. So basically, it's funny because we're gonna have Alex on here in a second, but I learned all about allegiances and powering up or coupling up to beat people back when Alex, Oliver, Yosh, we all lived at the paintball house, and we used to play Monopoly together. And the two of those guys, which I didn't think you can go in cahoots in Monopoly, the only way they could beat me is we would get down, the board is stacked, and then all of a sudden Alex would land on one of Oliver's properties, and he's like, hey, make you a deal. If you don't charge me rent, I won't charge you rent. And then he's like, okay. And then they're like, what? You can't do that. Just the three of us. How is any of us going to be able to like finish the game? And they're like, oh, we're just going to take you down, and then we'll figure it out later. And like, you can't do that anyway. So we'd be going around the board, and I would land on like a property that was like one house, and then Alex would go, hey, Oliver, let me borrow a hotel. You're like, what are you talking about? Hey, will you loan me some money so I could pay this debt to Ryan? And then and sometimes I would still beat those guys, those little scoundrels. So
I feel like that would be a cool concept. You need a big field, but if you did like a 4 corners, 4 teams, 2v2, v2, v2.
Or if you just kind of move the field around slightly, so you make it specifically for that, so you kind of like play out into like the center of the field is kind of like where the direction you're moving in.
Yeah.
So you kind of set the field. So you play in a normal size field.
Yeah.
But you put the bunkers accordingly.
Oh, so that you could kind of.
You could play. It's not like you're playing in the corner there, but like you're facing.
Yeah.
You have a bunker kind of like spread out at an angle.
Sure.
Like a 90-degree angle
Yeah,
in each direction.
So like the Dorito would be like facing each kind of. You'd have like a.
Yeah. And so actually a long time ago, back in like 2000, maybe 2001 or 99, JT USA tried to come out with a new format called Scramball. It was called Scramball. And there was a gigantic curtain around the middle of the field. And there were like bunkers. The bunkers were slightly modular.
Yeah.
I think they might have still had the tubes on them, but they might have just had those portable fans on each one.
Yeah.
And they would close the curtain, and each side of the field gets to like quickly scramble and move bunkers around. And
they move, or they can move the bunker.
No, so you run. So you're standing. So imagine like a 10-man team is starting like at the start gate, right? And the field's set up, and someone walks by. A cute girl walks by and closes the curtains. And as soon as the curtains close, you have like 5 minutes or less to run. Everybody runs out there and grabs bunkers, and you start moving, and so you get to like reposition the field, and nobody knows what the other team is gonna do. So we played Avalanche in it for like this exhibition match, and we just built a gigantic fortress in the back center with like 15 bunkers.
Yeah.
And then
like
we just tried to hold
zone?
out like the Alamo. We tried to hold out.
Did that work?
No. I think Crystal Sawyer ran up on us, and his barrel was just sticking through there, just blasting her.
I mean, if you gave it enough space, it's kind of a good idea.
Yeah. So I think that actually it was back when the bunkers had the tubes in them.
Okay, so you couldn't go.
Yeah. So there was always had to be some amount of bunkers on each little area. So so that was actually pretty funny. Joshua Smith, that would actually that would be a funny thing. Also, Josh Smith said Tom Cole and Damian Ryan as a team. I wish that Alex Fragi had picked Tom Cole and Damian Ryan for the same team in the All-Star game. That would have been fantastic. That would have been really, really good. So you could definitely look for that.
So if I send you these two All-Star graphics here, you're gonna be able to put them up?
Yeah. Just airdrop them over right now.
Okay.
Fire them up. So we'll get into the All-Star actually. So when we had Tom Cole on the show, was it a couple of weeks ago now? So 2 weeks after Philly. So not the Monday after Philly, the Monday after that. We had Tom Cole on there. We asked him all the hard questions. We discussed specifically about Philly and what they were planning to do to make it a little better and make sure that Chicago wasn't going to be the same, and then kind of their plans for the next little bit. And I thought the interview was great. I think it went really well. It helped kind of shed some light on who Tom Cole is, what his plans are, and whether or not his mistake was okay. But regardless, we talked about some other things that we possibly could do in order to like spice things up. We talked about a coin duel 1-on-1 section for World Cup. We've always wanted to bring back the All-Star game. That was really fun back in the day. The PSP used to do the All-Star game. And there just isn't a lot of time in the schedule to allow for that. But it's a possibility. So hypothetically, just in case we decided to do something like this, Kyle and I created our own All-Star squad. Should we get Alex on the call now, or should we start talking about ours and then call Alex, and then he can give his insight into an All-Star game?
Either way.
All right, let's. Oh yeah, you gotta send me your picks.
This will take.
All right, so go ahead and send me your picks, and then Chase too. Tap Out Taz should get a prize for the idea possibly. So
there's one.
Okay, got it. Let's accept this here. Accept, save to downloads, bingo.
And then.
All right, so we have got. Oops. So received from Kyle. All right. So I should have both of these. Okay, so we're gonna pull up.
Airdrop's a great invention.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best invention since the speed feed. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's definitely better. It's just as good, if not better, than the speed feed. That's for sure.
Imagine if you had to go back to no speed feed. How bad would that be? I mean, it'd be fine, but it's
If we had to do what?
You didn't get a speed feed. You have a lid now.
Oh, dude, it sucks. When it rains, I'm toast.
How many pods did we drop in that Amsterdam final?
I'm toast.
Top of the lid.
Yeah.
Oh, did it again.
So okay, this is Kyle Spicka's pick.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Kyle Spicka's pick is in for East versus West. So let's just jump over here. Let's let you kind of explain this one. So again, what we did is hypothetically, if we were to be, I guess, are we captains then at this point? Are we the?
I guess we're the captains.
We would be the captains. So if we were the captain of a team, and we were able to pick our top.
Guys, the codes haven't been released yet. I know you. You guys keep asking.
So we're gonna give away a ton of prizes after this, and then we're gonna drop the codes when Alex is in here. I might actually just start. We have so many prizes that I might just have to start spinning the wheel on the side anyway while the show's going, and I'm gonna just create a big list and get you guys dialed in. But here are Kyle Spicka's all-star roster with the beautiful graphics right here. Kyle, why don't you?
So best of 7 matches too, basically like NBA. I think it's better. I don't feel like we even get like do justice to see a lot of these Sunday matches just by going one way, especially like with penalties and stuff. So I thought it'd be interesting, if you did like this type of all-star match over the whole weekend. So for West Coast, we just went with the best players with our picks instead of doing like players from each team. So I picked myself and Alex Goldman from our team as the snake players, then followed by Brandon Cornell for my team, who I also feel like is a solid 2, but also is a really strong 1 for the Doritos side. Gotta have Justin Rabikoff in there, can play anywhere on the field. I think that 1, 2, 3, 4. And then A-Rod from our team as well, can be a menace in the middle of the field. And then followed up by Ryan Greenspan over here. Gotta have Ryan in there. He's, in my opinion, you have the big 3 right there between Ryan, J-Rab, and then Archie are really strong people to have on the field in any of those 3 or 2 spots. And then Marcelo, another really strong 2 or 3, really good shot off the break. Threw him in there. And then someone who has been really impressing me over the last couple years is Meter, Demetrius Ninos from X Factor. And then last pick would be Rainey Stanzak, just a masterful, creative person on the field. So I know Ryan's is pretty similar on this. So
should I bring mine over? Oh wait, no, you didn't go East Coast, did you?
No, I didn't. Okay, so East Coast, I have Tyler Harmon, outstanding performance at the last event. I think that he probably should have got the MVP over Fedorov, but that's just my opinion. Chad George from Heat, Fedorov from Heat, Mishka from Heat, and this was actually a tough one. I wasn't going to include Mishka in there.
Until you saw my list, huh?
Well, so who I was actually going to put on here was Clint Johnson from AC Diesel. He's been really, really impressing me. But I thought that just based on the East Coast roster here has a lot of front guys already, and Clint has predominantly been playing more of a front spot, I feel like. So, but he was up there. He was, but Mishka is just a vet, so he had to go in there. Keith Brown and Jacob Edwards from Damage. I really like the way Pat Kraft has been playing from NYX. I think with a good team, he could really excel. And then Smotrov from the Russians, Malloy from the Russians, and this last one was hard. I was kind of going between Kirill and Cody Mikowski, but I think Cody has been playing really excellent lately. I think he would be a solid person to have in the back, especially like when he dials in his shot. He's pretty lethal off the break. So that's mine. Oh, and then coaches. So I forgot to on this part. Oh, is mine still up there or is yours?
Yours is up there.
Okay, so Dave Baines, obviously from our team, head coach. And then I actually picked Nick Laval to be assistant coach to Dave. Nick sees the game incredibly well, and I think he would be someone that would be insanely good as a coach as well as a player. And then coaches for the East Coast, Todd Martinez, and then Joey Blute as the assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it. There you go.
So those are your picks right there. So I am going to go with, let's bring mine up right now. So we have, like you said, a handful of the same types of players. Obviously, Alex Goldman was my first pick over on that outside over there. and then I have Justin Cornell, and I think personally for me, Justin Cornell is one of like an underutilized guy on your team. Sometimes he plays a lot, but like every time he plays, he's like a bulldog.
Sure.
I don't think he has like a slow attack with him. You
No,
know what I mean?
no.
I think it's all gas.
Yeah.
Is this? Yeah. I put Kyle Spicka, you, and then I put Brandon Cornell. So basically the first. Well, actually, I got a lot of impact guys here now that I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got Justin Rabikoff for the same reason. A-Rod, he was actually my 10th pick when I was putting that in there. And the reason for that is I kind of just needed a back center guy. Or sorry, not a back center guy. Not just a back center guy. I needed a center attack.
Yes. Yeah.
So I actually originally, I have Meter. Meter was one of my top picks. So if I went like from first to second rather than the way you're looking at it here, is I actually picked Meter because Meter's been playing incredibly well, like you said.
Yeah.
He would be there. Yeah, actually, and David, you're right. Fuzzy Jackson, we are sleeping on him slightly, but he plays a very similar position. You know, like that 2 position, in my opinion, is one of the more difficult spots to play. But on top of that, it's overly saturated with guys that play it really, really well already.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I want offensive guys or guys that are going to be like a J-Rab or Marcelo would have been another really good pick for my squad as well. I just needed someone to play up in that front.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that you probably goes into this when I said like veteranship on that pick with Clint is like there is a big gap for players that have won a lot of tournaments and can go that extra little step. And I think that is a situation that you have to look at too with a lot of these players. There's something about once you like as you get a few wins under your belt that there's a different there's a whole new level in your game.
That's absolutely right. And so making sure that you win something and understand how to win is really important. Then I pick myself because I'm very selfish and full of myself. I've got a big head, and I think I'm really good.
Alex said you have to have at least one guy from each team. Is that how they pick the men's USA basketball team? Because I don't think it is.
No, it's not. I actually asked Alex or Kyle if we should do that. So Alex, you're going to be on the hook on the spot in the spotlight here in a minute. We're going to get you on the horn, and you're going to pick one player from each team. I actually had Brandon Unger as my 11th or like 10th roster spot because he played incredibly well at the last event. And then anyway, so then I got Archie, Meter, and then Rainey. Rainey's in there because he's extremely good. As far as a teammate goes, he wasn't going to be my first pick because he's kind of a pain a little bit to deal with. But so am I. So maybe it's just he doesn't like dealing with me and I don't like dealing with him. But I really like Rainey a lot. But he's an extremely good player. So those are my guys. And then obviously on the East Coast, first pick would be Tyler Harmon on Heat. Chad George is the offensive guy. Fedorov, and then Mishka. Obviously, Mishka and Fedorov, those 2 guys over on the Dorito side, helped to secure that win for them
sure.
Over there. And then, when I was looking at the list over here, and you can see from my list, when I had it from top to bottom, the East Coast, I think, has better offense. They've got a lot of really good ones.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of really, really solid 1 players. The threes were where I struggled to pick some bodies. And that was a little tricky for me. Keith Brown, obviously, for that offense, and I picked somebody you didn't want to, or you didn't even think about. Well, I also wrote tomato sauce on mine.
Yeah.
But Frank Antetomaso. Frank Antetomaso, anytime that we've ever played Revo, has been a thorn in our side. He's been our biggest problem.
Ryan wrote all the nicknames, so I had to go to their Instagrams and Facebooks to figure out the actual spelling.
I wrote Tyler Harmon.
Like tomato sauce. I had no idea who that was.
So, Antetomaso was a pick, another offensive guy. Malloy, you can't not pick him. Smotrov. Sure. Who was the other Russian guy that's not there anymore?
I was gonna put him on too, or maybe this you're thinking about Karslev.
Karslev, yeah.
But I figured more guys that have been like relatively standing out right now.
Yes. And so those are my guys there, and then Ryan Hall. I didn't pick a 10th guy because actually I was gonna pick Cody Mikowski.
Yeah.
Which was actually funny that he was on your list as well. I was thinking about getting him because I wanted a guy that's a 3. Like, who's there Justin Rabikoff?
Yeah.
Right? Who's there A-Rod? And so
there was also Brad McCurley too.
Yeah. You know, I did see him because I actually went onto the My Fan Wagon thing and just kind of looked at the stats.
Yeah.
It's pretty consistent, surprisingly, on who is always up on the board there. If you check that out. So those are my guys. My coach is Ryan Brand. I've actually never been coached by Ryan Brand, but I feel like he's got a good handle on what's going on out there. And Joey Blute, this is a double-edged sword here for the East Coast guys. It's either gonna bite them in the ass or help them out quite a bit. And I like how Joey's understanding. I like what Joey's understanding of the game is. You know, he's slightly negative at times. But I do think that he gains a lot from the guys. He makes everybody really want to be a part of what's going on. He's also a really big time numbers guy.
Yeah.
Which is obviously something that's incredibly important in that respect. So.
And there was a couple. I know a lot of you guys were like, it's all from just a select few teams, but we weren't really going off of like.
We're trying to win.
Yeah, we're trying to. It's a
sad thing, but
yeah.
I'm not picking any of the ML Kings. Unfortunately, even though they almost beat us, and the ML Kings have been playing really well, so nothing against them in particular. But sometimes guys, and sometimes you get guys from the AC Diesel or the Outlaws or the Level Up guys that have incredibly good games and could excel quite a bit.
Sure. Put
into like a winning environment.
Yeah.
But if I'm going off of like the stats and what's going on and we're collecting it, we talked about Moneyball last week. That's who you're getting are those guys right there, and I'm gonna try to put on a team out there that's gonna win. Like Kyle said, it's that. So.
And I mean, you guys also too like no infamous guys, and we were actually talking about this before the show that it's not like a knock on Infamous at all. They're just playing. They are playing really good right now, but they're playing a really good team game. So I mean, it was, like I guess you could argue like, okay, let's put their starting 5 in there. They all play. It's who's gonna play well with these random people, versus, I mean, just putting your team out there. So all like right. Revo might do well versus then a couple infamous guys mixed with like a couple impact guys or something.
For sure. All right, we're gonna get the man on right here. There he is. Hey, Al.
God, about time.
I know.
This is just like laborious in here, man. Number one, why did you guys pick teams when it was the same team that you picked?
What?
Well,
you both picked basically the same team.
Yeah, those are the best guys.
Those are the best guys.
The whole purpose of an All-Star game is to get a little bit of flavor from each thing and see what happens.
So now that you mention it, I should have picked the East Coast and you should have picked the West Coast team.
Yeah,
fine, but I mean, you at least
you're right, or
make it interesting. Don't be like, okay, I need all of my guys off of my team plus 2 of them for the coaches, and those are the best guys.
We should have had just like a draft where we.
It wasn't thought out. Come on, you need to get something better in here.
Well, that's why we need you.
In 2 seconds, I just figured it all out right here.
That's why.
Okay,
we
what's
need
your?
you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so if I pick one guy from each team, okay, I did it in a way like if you're gonna play 7 games, then it's you're gonna need more than just 10 guys.
For sure,
rotate a whole team in. So I made one with two or three guys from each team, and then one guy from each team. So West Coast: Corey Field, Alex Goldman, Graham Arnold, Ruiz from Aftermath, Pinky, LJ Parrish, Ryan Greenspan, Callie Rudolph, Archie Bonamayer, Clint Johnson, Dylan Boyum from DMG. And then the East Coast is Fedorov, Colt Lickow from AC Dallas. He's the big dude that plays the back center. He was like looking ugly, but he was feasting in the last tournament. Then Sam Silberg from LVL, totally underrated, young guy, driven, and the teams that don't do too well always have a bright spot, and there's a testament to that. Like that guy will end up on an Impact or a Heat eventually. Then you've got Malloy, Keith Brown, Kyle Berry, Fred Berkeley, Bobby Bowen, Dan Zalitsky, and obviously Harris Hussein. I mean, you can't have an All-Star game without that dude. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of options to have an interesting game. So on top of that,
so maybe you should pick your East Coast team with the random people, and then we'll play with our West Coast team against that East Coast team.
Yeah,
and then we'll see how the results are.
Let me make my West Coast team. All right, let's see. It's going to be Ryan Greenspan, Arturo Andrade, Marcelo Margot, Alex Fragi, Mike Urena, Ryan Greenspan, and Ryan Greenspan.
Yeah. Should be.
I mean, I was going to pick all
and
Impact.
Alex. Yeah. Fedorov, and Ryan Greenspan.
They should bring it back. If you're listening, Tom Cole, let's get the All-Star game going. Which tomorrow, I think Go Sports is going to drop the All-Star game webcam thing that we did, where we picked the All-Star teams for
the All-Star webcam.
Webcam.
Yeah. What's open in your browser right now, buddy?
All-Star webcam.
POV All-Star game
for the ICC, and I will say that Ryan Greenspan was selected. I won't say by who. And there is a all-star studded roster here of legends from present and past and possibly future. So that's going to be a good one, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Do you want to give us any? So, do you want to give us any other any tidbits from that? Was there any anecdotes that?
So it was me as a captain and Ryan Moorhead as a captain, and basically we got to choose from anyone who's going to be at the ICC. So you've got guys that I've always wanted to play with because they were my mentors and role models. I mean, guys from like the Aftershock from the late 90s and early 2000s, Avalanche. You got guys like Lasoya, Rocky Cagnoni, legends like Todd Adamson are out there, Telford, Malachevsky brothers. I mean, people that are like guys that taught us how to play. If you go back and watch the movie Push on the Monkey with a Gun YouTube channel, you can see that these guys really were influential in teaching and mentoring some of today's top pros. I mean, without a guy like Lasoya, Ryan, I mean, you definitely modeled your game after him, right? I mean, you and Oliver both became that type of guy with that sort of vision and ferocity when you played.
Yeah. I actually just saw Chris Lasoya today. Can you believe that?
So yeah, I mean, although he,
you guys both had pretty wild hair.
If he was in his prime now and he played in today's X-Ball League, he would be an elite player. Well, I don't have any doubt of that.
Yeah, I mean, we actually talked about that quite a while back. If you could get a top 10 team, I think you gave me one of those players or one of those lists. Like if you could pick your top 10 guys from any time in paintball history, and they were playing at their prime right now. So you get Chris Lasoya in 2006 or 8 or something like that. What would it be?
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to do next?
So real quick, I want to start picking some winners for my stuff. I know that the standard rules and regs of the Spick Span Show is if you guys join the channel, you got to send me or Kyle your address so that if you do win anything, that we can ship you the prizes. I actually just drew while Alex was rambling on about who knows what. I just drew 8 names that they're all going to win a signed Dynasty card pack of either Alex Fragi and Ryan Greenspan. Great duo. We actually won a 2-man tournament at Crystal Palace once before. You might get Marcelo and Blake Yarber. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of 2-packs of those along with some Spick and Span wristbands. Those are Matterson, D5C, Brandon Cahill, Jay McCann, Steve Lamb, Slarion, Josh Smith, Chris Gregg, and Conor Maniwong. Sorry about that if I blew that one. But I have a bunch of your guys' addresses. If I don't have your address and you just signed up, make sure that you guys send it to me via email, ryangreenspan18@gmail.com, or you send it to one of our social media accounts so that we can send you prizes. Then Then I want to, like I said, I want to give away a bunch more stuff here on the drawing. I might actually go ahead because we did get over 200 members, and I wanted to give away something really big. And I got this this Dynasty AccuLock barrel system, this barrel kit that Alex, you designed the packaging right here. So I figure I should spin the wheel and give this one away right here. But the tricky thing is the display capture is not working right now. So we might have to just turn the screen. Oh, shout out to Michael Brayton getting in there in the last minute edition. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel and give away this this blue Dynasty Barrel Kit. Here, I'm going to swap these two out. Whoa. Do you, Alex, do you package these barrel kits?
I do sometimes. It's me, Yosh, and Eric that package all those. So if you're missing inserts and your barrel looks destroyed, that's probably one that.
And if you have any flesh on any of that, that's probably your skin and your DNA. So you're gonna want to hold on to that. That's gonna be worth something one of these days.
No, we make sure to carefully back all the inserts instead of coming from directly in a pack actually looked at by real paintball players that know what they're looking at. So we are receiving a quality product.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get a little closer to the camera so we can hear you better.
And also, they have a lifetime warranty. The inserts do. So if you ever damage your insert, you can send it back, and we will send you a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
and
nice.
you get
That's good service.
And you get great service, right? So if you call the shop, you don't have to call it right now. But if you call the shop, you're gonna answer the phone most likely, and you're there till like 7 o'clock. We've been talking on the phone before, and it'll be like 7:30 at night, and you're like, Alex Fragy, how can I help you?
Yeah, well, the headband deal is kind of like a moonlighting gig that I'm trying to keep floating with the paintball company. So it's all hands on deck, and that's my two hands. So, yep.
I probably got about 15 DMs or text messages here asking for the code, guys. I'm not gonna give you the code. I'm not gonna give you the code.
Other side of this paper here.
And then two, you guys are stressing out about the code. You don't watch, a movie and they
just to
give you the
fast forward to the end.
Yeah, you
Look,
guys fast
Scott,
forward
the
through
point of
You guys
this
fast through movies.
Is support these guys. Hormesis is all about the community and connecting people. Same with Coin Duel, and I kind of view this show as a very kind of community-driven thing, and I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I want to be involved in supporting it. So support these guys, keep them going. They're pro players. They care. They're not a faceless corporation, and these are the guys in our industry that I feel like we need to support.
Thanks, Alex.
Appreciate that.
And whoever put that one thumbs down on there, I'm gonna figure out who you are.
You're getting blackballed from the bands. Whoever put the one thumbs down. We got a thumbs down? My goodness. It must be the guy from the UK who's asleep right now. He was hoping that the drop was going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it's Tyler Harmon.
Yeah. Hey, so we have an unclaimed Hormesis headband, right?
We do, yeah. It's right over there. It's a blue one.
Okay. Okay. What should we do with that?
Give it away, baby.
Give it away, baby. Should I just spin this wheel to give that Hormesis headband away?
Spin it.
All right, hold on. Let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna bend this screen a little bit to see if this works. This could shut the whole operation down right now. So I'm gonna turn this guy. Okay, you're gonna face the wheel. All right. Okay. Please don't break. 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 Okay. It's probably good enough for that. Okay. There's the wheel right here. Very, very, very sophisticated operation that the Spick Span Show is operating under. And this is going to be for a Hormesis headband, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to be present. Oh, loyal Blue Fox. Hey.
Wow. There you go.
Loyal Blue Fox. Congratulations. This is awesome. I'm super stoked that you
Well,
just won
Blue
that.
Fox deserves it.
Yeah.
That's a good winner.
That's a great winner. She's on the show every single week. Congratulations, Bethany. Right now we have over 200 members on the wheel, and I'm going to be spinning this quite a bit here. And Alex, while I spin the wheel in the background, because I'm going to list off a handful of other names because I'm going to give away a G2 jacket today. I'm going to give a coin duel. I'm going to spin the wheel for the Mega members. I'm going to give away a third place medal from the Philly Open because I found another one of those in my gear bag. That's going to go to a Mega member.
I never got one.
Well, you actually donated a Hormesis headband and a third place medal to today's show then. Hey, I noticed that all of the new headbands... Are you releasing the Golden Gun headbands?
We are, yep. So at the end of the show today, I'm going to drop the password to be able to grab yourself a Golden Gun headband.
Can you tell me or tell everybody why the Golden Gun series and how what the Bond game meant to you guys? Because I know that there was a lot of people that played
James Bond.
Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown on how to access the headband. So you go to hormesispaintball.com. On the front page, there's a gallery, the Golden Gun Gallery. If you go to that, all of the items are extremely overpriced. So once you get the discount code, it will change the price from $13,000 into $130.
Oh.
So you will need that discount code. I will give it to you at the end of the show. Type it in once you put the item into your cart, and you will be able to buy. So, yeah, back in the late 90s, Nintendo 64 came out with a game called GoldenEye 007, which was based on the movie GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan, James Bond movie, which actually isn't too bad. It's one of the better ones, especially, well, it's certainly the best one with Pierce Brosnan, because it really went downhill after that until they got Daniel. So that game was really important to us because we'd sit around and we'd play it, we'd memorize the spawn points, and we'd fight over it, and it was all we did. We would go to the store, get soda and chips, and then play GoldenEye all night long during summer. And that was a lot of the paintball guys, me, Oliver, Ryan, Yosh, and some of the guys that we play with on the team and or on other, and we'd even bring N64 with us to the tournaments, set it up there, and challenge guys from other teams and stuff. So it was definitely a thing. And what we didn't realize during that time is it was really helping our hand-eye coordination. And, it was really almost playing paintball on your mind but you were playing it, on the screen. And that game still holds up in that way. So you could still go back and play that same game. And it really is, it encompasses the way paintball feels in a video game, even though it's kind of an archaic platform now. It still holds up. I still have it set up at my house, actually. So I do. So there was a bunch of different scenarios. You could do like one-shot kill, slappers only. Power weapons in the Aztec place. But so this game was. I spent more time playing this game and getting in fights with my friends than any other game for sure.
You know that Dalton personally knows Odd Job?
Well, the only person who let beat Odd Job is Ryan, because he was so bad at the game. Odd Job was so small, the auto aim wouldn't lock onto him, and it would shoot over his head. So if you weren't good, you got to be Odd Job.
We were telling a story about how good you and Oliver were at Monopoly. I know we've already told that story a bunch.
Yeah, I was listening, and that whole part about me giving him a hotel, that never happened. What we did was we certainly had money lending, which was always paid back, and so fair trades when it came to paying rent. And I'm sorry that you got mad and flipped the board over every time, but
board flipper.
I'm a player, dude. Come on, we're still playing it, baby.
The board flipper.
Listen. So another thing that GoldenEye taught us was how to deal with failure, which I feel like a lot of people, especially kids these days, have a hard time learning. They feel like they're going to go out and just be good at something instantly, which isn't the way things work. You need to practice and practice and practice and get better. And during practice, you fail. So if you go out to the paintball field and see Kyle running around out there and want to be as good as him, you're not just going to come next weekend and be as good as him after watching some YouTube paintball videos. You've got to play for 10 years. You've got to get your time in. And I feel like coping with the failure and being able to move past that ego break is instrumental in becoming really good at something. So, I feel like something as trivial as a video game can really teach you that. So, I think video games are invaluable when it comes to learning how to cope with failure and to try again.
I think that's absolutely true. And actually, we talked about that one of our earlier shows. We talked about that and like the idea of being able to quit and give up so easily. That's something that is something that's kind of brought into the kids today.
It's like instant gratification.
Yeah, and being on a microphone and not being like eye to eye. Like at least when we lost sitting next to each other and we talked shit to each other right then and there, it was kind of like it wasn't as easy.
Yeah, Oliver would throw a controller at you.
Mm-hmm. I'd flip the boards. Oliver throw a controller. What, did you win at everything and you weren't a sore loser everywhere ever?
That's the way I remember it.
Yeah.
And you guys were inviting other teams to the hotel to play against them.
Well, that's how.
I played Bruno before, and I remember in Boston, which looking back in my paintball history, like the Boston 1999 tournament was kind of like a nexus of events for me. But I did play Mike Bruno at that tournament, which was one of my most memorable matchups, and I memorized the spawn points and was running around just smoking them in the basement with a pistol on one-shot kill, and he was like, he couldn't take it, so then we rematched the next tournament.
The controller.
I think we split games. Yeah, he was in disbelief. That was the best. Yeah, that's the way I remember it. All right, what do you guys say? Spin that wheel.
Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel really quickly. This is going to be for our Mega Support Status members. We've got about 53 of them. This is going to be, I'm going to give Lavina Paintball sent us a package, so I'm going to send out a Lavina Paintball USA shirt so that way you have something to celebrate the Olympics with. It's going to come with a $25 gift card and a Lavina Paintball patch. So this is actually going to go to the Mega Support Status members. So I'm going to spin the wheel right now. The wheel is being spun. Can we get the camera over here quick enough? What is it going to say? Who's it going to win? Who's going to win? Sean Dolan. So Sean Dolan is the winner of that. Really quickly, because I am feeling extra excited about how many members we have here, I'm going to spin the wheel for a Mike Urena jersey. So Mike Urena didn't know that he's donating a jersey today, but he left a mess on my couch last time he stayed here. He spilled something, and so he is going to donate. He's going to donate a Dynasty jersey. Will you grab that Urena jersey from over there?
Yeah.
So thank you, Lavina Paintball, out of Louisiana.
And Mike Urena.
Yeah, thank you, Mike Urena. You should be thanking me. But out of Louisiana, this is actually the same town that cheesecake came from. So congrats for that. We're gonna do a quick spin of the mega massive huge wheel that we have we've come up with. Usually, guys, the production value is a little bit better and I can switch screens, but I kind of like it like this. That way you can see everybody right here. This winner is gonna be going to Michael Brayton. Is getting a Mike Urena jersey.
What did Mike spill?
So he spotted bodily fluids.
He spilled fluid out of his body.
Yeah, fluid out of his body. So let's get a quick air horn for that one. Really, just keep it casual.
The jersey is brand new though. I like that you kept it in the package.
Still in plastic, which I'm gonna need to wrap my couch in next time that Mikey stays here. And then you know what? We're gonna, because I know that everybody is itching to get their hands on. We've got 600 viewers right now here, and we've got a substantial amount of likes, over 300 likes. So Derek Weagle, yeah, kind of gross, but if you come over to my house, just careful where you sit. Careful where you sit. And that
Yeah,
was
bring your own
actually,
clam chowder.
that used to be Tyler Harmon's bed. Tyler Harmon used to sleep there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so RIP to Tyler's bed and my couch. So I actually have another Mikey Arena jersey that we'll be giving away next week. I'm gonna hold off on this Dynasty Barrel because we're coming up on the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. I know Alex has some diapers to change, and his fingers need to get back to putting together the engines of the Ryan Greenspan Signature Series Forces.
They did just come in today.
That just came in today. Is there one pre-order left available?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, that's
I couldn't see how there would be, but if there is, you might be able to find it on field1paintball.com.
Yeah, I think you actually have to call the shop to get the last pre-order. Eric Crandall might have said there's one left, so I'm not totally sure about that. But before Alex drops this code, I want to, first of all, thank everybody. If you guys are first-time viewers of the Spick Span Show, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Next week's show, we're going to be doing a bunch of more really big giveaways. I'm going to read off everybody who has won something on today's show, as well as giving you guys an idea of who won what. And so you're going to have to stick with me for that because we do have a lot of those winners. And I want to make sure that that everybody is going to get their hands on all this. We're also going to be doing a recap next week of the summer camp and an ICCC preview as we pack up and head out there. So just really quickly, on the Spick and Span bands, Tabletop and Crank and Invasive won bands. Jeremy Garcia got a shirt. Dizon actually won the third place medal from the Florida event. Congratulations, Dizon. I'm going to bring that out to you. By Fodst won an Opkix hat that comes from the Opkix Camera that a lot of you guys see us using out there. Little clip baby cameras. These things are pretty cool. Also, if you guys ever want to support by clicking the links down below, you can do that as well. Matterson 5D5C got a card pack along with Brandon Cahill, Jay McCann, Steve Lamb, Slarion, Josh Smith, Chris Gregg, Connor Manny Wong. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. You guys all won signed card packs. Loyal Blue Fox with another Hormesis headband. Michael Brayton got the Urena jersey sealed in a plastic. And Sean Dolan got a Lavina Paintball gift card and a Lavina Paintball USA shirt to celebrate the Olympics happening this Friday.
You have any more of those wristbands over there?
They're all in the back, yeah. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting these wristbands. So again, if you guys are members of the show, we're going to start picking some winners throughout the show just at random. So make sure we have your guys' address so I can put it into the list. I can send you guys your gear. Sometimes we just send out gifts throughout the week. Also, you can catch us on Spotify. We are podcasted. We're the number 2 podcast, paintball podcast. Number 1 live paintball YouTube show, but number 2 podcast. Some Play the Game guys got the number 1 spot over there.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We'll give it to them. Give it to them. So, Alex, did I miss anything?
I don't know, just that, you're a filthy, rotten cheater.
What?
At Nintendo 64 or what?
No, it can't cheat. Oh, with Odd Job? Or because I always beat you guys at Monopoly?
Just at anything.
Oh, at anything. Okay. Well, that.
But I love you guys. Yeah, this is a pretty good show. I'm happy to be a part of it. If you haven't yet, hit that like button and subscribe to these guys. Support them. Love them, but not too much. And yeah, thanks for checking us out. If you don't get a headband this time, we're doing our best to make more. We're trying to get him out there. Oliver's busy over in Bali sewing, and he's been pricking his finger a lot, so there's blood on your headband. That's we're sorry.
That's Oliver's. So
yeah, that's not my blood.
Hold on to that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, are you guys ready to go for the code?
Let's see. Everybody who's ready for the code, put an Alex Fragi emoji face in there. Let's see.
Maybe we should wait till next week.
If you guys are ready, go ahead and put a Hormesis or Alex Fragi logo in there. Oh, here they come. Yeah. And yes,
look at that.
Look
Beautiful.
at that.
Michael Simon.
The most famous player on planet Earth. I like the crying. Good call, John Weileminer. The crying face. They knew it. Crying face emoji. Uh-oh, Alex, are we losing you?
Hold on a second. I got a technical issue here.
We're good. Is it caps? Do they need to put caps lock?
No. It's all lowercase.
Okay. Is the password clam chowder?
It is not clam chowder. So
Red
the
Lobster?
password is, as we were talking about earlier, the nostalgia of the video game made me think of, my favorite way to play in the game. So I wanted to make the password something complicated, and so obviously somebody couldn't guess it. Like one time we had a password and somebody guessed it in like the first 2 seconds because it was too obvious. So the password is my favorite mode and place to play on in that game. So without further ado, head over to hormesispaintball.com, load up an item. The VIP code for today is, I'll copy it into the comments after I say it. It's all lowercase. It's a little bit long, so get your pen and paper.
I'm ready.
License to kill. Can you see that? Basement pistols.
Pistols!
License to kill basement pistols.
Wait, show it again. Show it again.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put it in the comments here.
No, it's
License to kill basement pistols. There you go. So that is the discount code to grab yourself a headband. Thanks for watching the show. We love you guys. Keep it real. All right, we still got a lot of people in here.
Is that are you watching the feed on YouTube right now, Alex?
Yeah.
Is it good? We're not lagging?
Good. No, it's not lagging.
Okay. Whew. It started lagging on our end right as you started to say that.
All right, we got an order.
We got one order. License to kill basement with pistols.
People said sold out already.
Hit that code.
Or maybe they're just saying sold out while they're...
Let me see.
All right, we're back. We're back up and running.
All right, should we continue the show?
Yeah, we're still going. I'm actually ordering a headband right now. Where is it? Headbands. Single arrow. How do I go to headbands?
You'd be awful with this.
The Drax. Oh, unavailable. They're all unavailable.
Does that say $13,000?
They're gone. They're gone.
How is that possible?
Two people actually accidentally paid $13,000. So the reason I put that on there, So the reason I put that on there is because it will prevent any type of software from breaking through this. So these two people that paid $13,000 may have possibly been using a software.
Whoa!
But I don't know that. I'll have to talk to them.
You should just keep it and then give them a headband.
I mean, I think legally I might be able to do that, but that's not the way we're running our company. So yes, they will get refunded, but it does hedge against somebody sniping a headband from somebody else, which these guys basically did.
Yeah,
so I'm going to cancel both of those orders and
release two more. Congrats to Seth Williams, who is not only still commenting and watching the show, but also got a headband. Wow, that's a trooper. That is a true winner right there.
And these guys who are still in the show, you guys are kings. We love you.
Yeah, I wanna thank everybody who's still watching. Why don't we
here I have a question. So if those two headbands were purchased for $12,000 and you're going to refund it, does that mean that people should keep checking back because those two might go back up?
Most likely, no. I'll probably just bring them to the tournament and either sell them there or give them to people.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I will throw stuff on there randomly sometimes, but yeah, don't sit there all day and clicking because I don't want to ruin your day.
Well, you just ruined about 500 people's day by making them listen to us for an hour and a half and then not getting a headband.
Yeah, right. I saved their day. They got to listen to you, even though they didn't have to waste $130 on a headband.
That was a trick question, and you passed.
How many total? How many total were there available for sale?
There was almost 100.
So,
wow, and sold out in seconds.
Let's see. There was 98. Got them right here. So
Hell yeah, Seth
right
Williams
after
got the odd job one. That's what I was trying to order.
Pack them up. This one is looking fresh. Yeah, these ones have all gold tags and all gold printing.
And really quickly,
logo, baby.
And really quickly, I believe that this month's gift is coming from you for the mega support status members. Everybody's gonna get a Hormesis pin and a keychain
And a car.
Do you still have a keychain and a car? Hormesis?
Yeah, I do. I have keychains for you. I actually getting some more into. Those are just like cool little giveaways. Maybe I'll throw them up on the site one day. But they're high quality leather keychain, and our pins are pretty crispy too.
Cool. So everybody who's a mega support status member, that's our highest tier membership. If you join that one, you get a prize about every month. You also get a signed poster. This month, you are getting Hormesis pin and Hormesis unreleased keychain. Push Paintball actually sponsored next month's giveaway. So not only do we have goggles for some of you guys, well, it's not some of you guys, for one of you guys, and a cool cooler bag, but we've got some headbands because everybody wants headbands. We got some headbands courtesy of Push Paintball also. So if you are a mega support status member, next month you're going to be getting that. This month you're going to get a keychain and some of Alex's nose hair and a pin. So don't worry, everybody. He is vaxxed up. He got vaxxed 4 times.
How does a bot?
I am ready for my booster, my triple booster already.
So wait, how does a bot work if you have to type in the code?
Well, so they don't type the code in. That's why they paid $13,000.
If it doesn't type the code in, it'll accidentally pay $13,000.
Oh, I got you.
Dude, our buddy Carter just got hosed. Oh, thank you.
You know,
Taylor White.
If that does happen, people are like, "Oh, it was an accident." But I was, yeah, I'm not gonna know if they're using something, but I really don't think that's the case. Especially right now, people are scrambling to press a button. Whatever. I can at least figure out a way to make the orders legitimate in this way. I know it's a little weird, but it's working. So we're rolling with it, and it's a fun way to release them on the show with you guys, and doing it periodically. And we will have some head wraps available this week, so keep your ear to the ground on our Instagram channel, and we will be Yosh and I will be dropping some passwords probably tomorrow and the next day.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent. I need a head wrap for to keep that pink paint out of my hair for ICCC.
I got one for you.
Awesome. Osiris Mason, welcome to the channel. All right, well, cool, Alex. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna give away that jacket because I almost forgot, and I was just reminded.
I love you guys. Hey, we got lots more headbands coming. I think I got a shipment coming in tomorrow, and we'll turn them around and get them ready for you guys. And thanks for the support, and be good to each other. Get vaxxed up, and keep it real.
And spay and neuter your cats, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Alex. I'll see you next
Alex.
week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. That is Alex Fragi. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Now, the G2 jacket, I almost forgot. That is going to be spun right now. I've got a G2 jacket courtesy of G2 Paintball and Gamboa Limited. Next week or the week after, we're going to go ahead and give away this AccuLock kit. Actually, this one right here is an unreleased one. Just going to show it to you because it's really cool. I've been working on this one for quite some time. We were just waiting.
Yeah, D's on. Thank you.
D's on. Hold on.
Get you a little air horn here.
Hit it again. This is the golden AccuLock kit.
Oh, look at
Only
that
10
thing.
of these things ever made. One of them is right here. One of them is on my gun, which I don't really use it enough, but you get it. All right, quick spin of the wheel to send you guys off with a G2 jacket. So, really quickly, just so you guys know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 prizes that went out today, and the final one is going to Derek Weigel. Mr. Derek Weigel. Maybe Weigel? And Mr. Derek Weigel. Thank you very much for your support. As a reminder, you guys don't have to be present to win. But if you guys win something and I don't have your address, eventually we're going to have to probably give it away to someone else. We do have a pair of SLR goggles that were won last weekend by I have it written down somewhere, but I'll find it. Last week, someone won a pair of SLR goggles, and I'm going to find out, and I'll post that up on my story somewhere. And if you do not claim them, then someone else is going to be lucky enough to win it. So just remember, you guys, if you want to know if you won something, you got to listen to the show. Usually we give away the stuff at the end. Sometimes we give it away in the beginning. Maybe we're going to have to start throwing some middle of the term giveaways for you guys. But you can always listen to this on Spotify, the Spick Span Show, every week at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes you get some Hormesis headbands. Sometimes you get some signed cards, but you always get a great show.
There you go.
And a good time.
Yeah.
And for those of you guys who also...
So, also,
oh, yeah.
too, I'm not getting home till late on Monday. Remember that.
Okay. So we might need to do Tuesday show.
Maybe just
Tuesday.
to prep you guys early.
Or we're going to do a special from camp live show.
But...
if we can. We're going to check for the internet.
When?
When we're
Sunday?
out there. No, we'll check on the internet. Out there. And we're going to do a show.
On Monday.
Just stay tuned to our social media.
Yeah, but you're
throughout
not
the
going to
week.
be there when I'm there on
That's
Monday.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
We're going to figure something out for you guys. We're going to figure something out. Don't worry. Nobody worry. Don't panic. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys. Awesome show. Thank you very much for the support. We will see you next Monday or just some other day randomly. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys. D's on at the camp. I got a present straight for you. If you want a prize, make sure that you guys get a hold of us, and we'll send it to you.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
I cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur du går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur du går iväg. Går iväg.
I cannot breathe,
Jag kan
I cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
andas när jag
Cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.